You talked about developers switching between teams and how this might be helpful for them.
Because now the language we're using to enforce access, which is just calling check, it means there's less cognitive load on developers. They don't need to learn how each project is doing its own authorization, basically. You don't have to understand all that. As a developer moving to a new team, you already have all the skills to take on authorization there. Additionally, think about it in terms of several teams. When you have two different teams and you're trying to integrate them. So in terms of Google, think Gmail. When you try to send an email with a link to a Google Drive document, it will tell you have not shared this already. It's able to do that because there's that singular central authorization service. Does this user have access to this document? Integrating two services now is easy because you're talking the same language in both.
That makes so much sense. And then will you please tell us about the future?
Near term, being able to give access to smaller chunks of the model. So the model right now can be big, especially in bigger teams, enterprises, the Atlassian, Google of the world. Ideally, what we want to do is have sub-teams have ownership on some parts of the model. So you can say the Jira team, for example, just handles the part of the model that's specific to Jira, versus the Confluence team handles the part that's specific to Confluence. But the final part is to have some sort of standardization, a sort of common language for authorization. Becomes a standard adopted industry-wide. This would help general security practices if people can speak the same language, can perform the same set of tests to do authorization.
Absolutely. And we see that in the authentication space.
Yeah. So authentication has already figured this. There's no reason we cannot figure it for authorization.